Probably everyone in the audience knows about this. They were bankers and business partners for the Nazis. But after World War II, the Nazis came into the United States. The CIA brought many hundreds of Nazis into the United States under Operation Paperclip. I've got a link in the forum for this information on Operation Paperclip. And many of the experts that the CIA brought in were Nazi researchers into mind control, techniques of mind control, and ways to control populations using fear. So they hired these people because they were technically advanced and could tell them the kind of things that they wanted to know and help them develop their abilities in these areas. So now I'm going to try and just, hope that my little voice lasts for another 10 minutes and I can describe what fascism is. It may not take me 10 minutes, and I'll play some music if I get through this and spare you all any further agony here. I want to talk about what fascism is. It's a frequently chosen option of capitalist ruling classes. This isn't the first time, fascism is always available. Germany, Italy, Japan in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s all went into fascism. It's a response to perceiving that the population is uncontrollable. Virtually every fascist state has come into existence after a period of insurrection or radical upsurge in the population. It's a way of the state merging with corporations to reimpose control. So it's a merging of the state with dominant sectors of the corporate universe, banks, arms firms, energy companies, finance. It was actually Mussolini called his form of government, he called it corporatism. So, the interlock between corporations and the state is the key feature of fascism. But fascism is just one type of a broader category that's called state capitalism. This is, capitalism where the state is making many major decisions or is very, very involved in maintaining the situation, maintaining the capitalist social setup. And actually, the USSR, the Soviet Union, was not communist. The Soviet Union was state capitalist as well. It was a different variety of state capitalism from fascism, but it is the social setup in the Soviet Union has absolutely nothing to do with anything that Marx ever wrote about. They called themselves communist in order to bask in the radical reputation of Marx, but it was a complete inversion of Marx. And the Soviet Union was a state capitalist society, and so the similarities between what it was like to live in the Soviet Union and what it was like to live in Nazi Germany, those similarities are not accidental. They're because the situations are really very, very similar. In the Soviet Union, workers worked for a wage, just like in Germany. They were paid with money, just like in Germany. Their surplus value that they created was appropriated by the state instead of by private corporations. That's the major difference. And, of course, there was totalitarian police state control of the population. So fascism is a form of state capitalism. Even today, we have state capitalism in the United States and Europe. The state handing over its treasuries to financial corporations. What is that but state capitalism? So we need to be, we need to try to understand the situation, the societies that we live in. And we've been told a lot of lies, and we need to get past mistaken ideas, and we need to try to understand this situation. So let's see here. So the fascism is selected when the crises reach an extreme point, and the ruling class is afraid of losing control. And the working class's real enemy is capitalism itself, not the specific form that the capitalist class chooses at any given time. So getting rid of fascism viewing our struggle as an anti-fascist struggle to restore the fake democracy that may have preceded it in some places is a losing strategy. We're in a fight, obviously to the death. We're being, killed by the millions worldwide with capitalism in any and all of its forms. And 9/11 demonstrates, precisely what we're up against. I would describe it as a ruling class gone mad and, with bloodlust, ready to drown us in blood. Forgive me for the melodramatic nature of this, but I think once in a while you need to speak starkly. And what we have to do is fight back collectively, because we can't fight back as individuals. We have to fight back collectively. And this is a class war that we're in. So to do that, we need to understand our history, the nature of our society, and we have to organize and collectively defend ourselves and try to create, a post-capitalist society. Try to move beyond capitalism to a classless society and a stateless society, and a society of equals, and get these masters off our backs. Well, with my throat, guys, I'm just going to knock it off there. I'll play some music for another 5 minutes, and I apologize for my my poor vocal apparatus here. I'll pick some music at the top of the music queue there at the switchboard and hope it's worth listening to. And wish you all well until next week. Mr. Britt is tomorrow, ABC on Saturday. Next week I'll have Daniele Ganser talking about Operation Gladio. The week after that, you'll be spared my voice again, I've got David Chandler, who's a physical evidence researcher. He's the guy who established the free fall of WTC7. So catch you next week, guys, and thanks a lot for listening. Take care.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alex Witt, and welcome to MSNBC South.
I'm intrigued, but we start this morning with the Fox News alert. A frightening plot was foiled by federal authorities in Portland, Oregon. Yes, he looks like a very young